I'm Bill Hemmer. Good afternoon. Scrambling to contain this virus. The case is surging worldwide. Here is where we stand at this hour. The virus has infected more than 82,000 people, killed at least 2,800. The outbreak still rattling markets. Did you see this thing today? The Dow dropping for a 6th consecutive session. The virus spreading to 47 countries, including here at home, where there's one case raising new concerns about how the virus spread.
Mark, I'm curious, in dealing with this and how you first encountered on the ship, do you mind reliving that and sharing with us how it was first raised to passengers on the ship and then the immediate aftermath of that?
Sure. Everything was fine on the cruise until the last night. And in fact, we all had our bags packed and in the hallway we picked up that they announced at dinner that they had found this one man with a positive test. And he had gotten off the ship in Hong Kong, but they wanted to screen everyone to make sure everyone was clear before they let us off. And in the course of that screening, they found 10 more people that had tested positive, and so that's when they put the ship in the 14-day quarantine. And at that point, we were actually confined to our room, so that was exciting. And about a week into that, my wife Jerry tested. Well, they tested both of us because I'm a transplant patient, so I'm considered high risk, so I tested both of us. And but she was the one that tested positive, not me.
Wow.
But they took her to the hospital in Japan, and I ended up coming home with the big group that they evacuated a couple days later. And so I just was serving out my quarantine at Travis Air Force Base, California, when 3 or 4 days later after that, they came and told me that the results of a subsequent test I had taken had come back positive and that I was going to be going to a hospital, which is where I am now.
Carl, to you first. Play back the events in your own mind. How do you think you got this virus?
Sure, Bill. Well, the Diamond Princess, where we were taking our vacation, I think became a floating petri dish. And looking back, that was probably a mistake. But at that time, no one knew. So I obviously caught it from someone else on the Diamond Princess as we were in our 12th or 13th day of our quarantine. I didn't realize I had the virus until I got on board the plane back to the States, went to sleep. 2 hours later, woke up with a fever that had shot up to almost 100, over 103. And that's when they quarantined me on board the plane as we flew back from Tokyo to California.
Carl, what are the doctors telling you now, Carl? And by the way, you're both in the same hospital, but you're in different places, right?
Correct.
Yeah, we're about 3 blocks away from each other, but it might as well be 3,000 miles. My wife, Jerry, is recovering in a hospital in Fukushima, Japan. Her husband, Mark, who flew back with us, is sitting in quarantine at Travis Air Force Base just outside of Sacramento, California. I'm in the the special hospital section that I'm in, and then Jerry's about 3 blocks away. I'm in a special, the wing that they have here was set up in 2001 for the anthrax scare that happened in the United States. This was set up by the CDC along with one in Atlanta and New York, so it's one of 3 as I sit here in Omaha. And everyone has to come in here in hazmat outfits. It's totally sealed off, and it's quite an experience here. It's like I'm in the middle of a movie.